Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the continuing adventures of Octawitch the Octolich, who now has Firestorm. I could sing that as a little song. Octawitch the Octolich, who has Firestorm. Last vid I managed to get my necromancy and transmutation training up to the point that, assuming they have wizardry, they meet the bare minimum criteria for me to say, okay, I can cast lich form now. I think that it's as low as 38% or so, 36%. But so the failure is still pretty risky, but you know what? I'm bold enough now that I am powerful enough now that the Elven halls should really be no danger. Especially when you consider that I've attempted the Elven halls right after shit. I wanted to carry vulnerability with me. I don't know what happened to that plan. It's very important for me to stay in lich form right now, because that will give me the mutation resistance I need to survive whatever happens with this high contamination. I'm just gonna wait it out. Okay, less contaminated. Your body decomposes, but I don't actually see what happened. As long as I'm a lich, I can't get mutated. Fortunately, maintaining lich form requires me to keep casting this, which puts me at risk of miscasting, which puts me at risk of getting more glow. So, attitude that has to change is, normally when I have lich form access, my attitude is I just keep it spamming it, so and without any fear. Now I have to maintain this fear that, you know, bad things can happen, so I should still stay by staircases and all, but having it available means that I can do this. Boom! Headshot. Obviously, I'm not going to spam Firestorm either, because that will also have a reasonable risk of miscasting associated with it. So really, I'm a gimped as hell lich right now. It's a shame that I'm not a deep elf. If I was a deep elf, I would have like +4 levels in every skill. But if I was a deep elf, I wouldn't be an Octolich, would I? And Octolich just sounds cool. And looks cool. I'm so impressed that they have a separate sprite for this. Oh, right thing. In the way. The fuck? There's something here? No? Okay, I don't know. Nope. Miscast. I need to run. That Reaper came for me because of the miscast. And now... How bad is my miscast potential? 30%? Shit, I just turned to stone. Or I'm turning to stone. Heal wounds right now. And I'm about to turn into full stone statue. I don't think curing will help. It does not. Okay, I'm back from being a stone statue. Let's eat the royal jelly to restore all my stats. This much contamination is still enough to be mutated, so I'm going to take the risk of attempting to lich form again. I succeeded. And... okay, I survived. Okay, that was really scary, especially when you consider that it was entirely self-inflicted. All of the damage that I took there, the petrification, the near-lethal damage, everything that happened there purely as a result of my own miscasts. I have vastly underestimated the severity of my miscast potential because I'm used to being Sif Muna, and with Sif Muna, you never have to worry about these. Am I still picking up chunks? The hell am I picking up chunks for? I don't need those anymore. Okay, so with Sif Muna, he makes you immune to miscasts. All that happens when you miscast is you lose mana. So, without miscast protection, low success rates on necromutation are severely problematic. I'm gonna have to wait longer before I can really start spamming this. Unfortunately, though, Firestorm is not that low. 12% is okay. So I have the ability to Firestorm as long as I switch to the correct staff before I do. I still say that the appropriate move is to take on the Elven Halls, and I still would like to eventually build up to the point where I can be a Necro Lich all full time. So these skills need to keep going up, possibly just another level or two. I'm already at the border where it's getting to workable. And once I get the Ring of Wizardry, which I'm telling you, it has to be in the dungeon somewhere. I can't believe how much of the dungeon I've cleared and how few of the rings I want I've found. You know what I want for rings? I want a plus int ring instead of a minus 5 int ring. I want a plus int ring, I want a wizardry ring. I would like to have a nice artifact ring that gives me 2 resistances, not just 1. So, you know, cold and fire or double fire would be great. I would like to have a teleport control ring, an AC plus 5 or more ring would be nice. You know, I have a lot of things that I would like. It's not like I'm saying I want one thing specifically, because, you know, if you're waiting for exactly one thing, well then of course it's going to take a long time to find it. But, you know, the game has yet to give me pretty much anything. It gave me a bunch of strength plus rings, and I admit the first one was kind of nice. It eased the process of having to start the what do you mean I can't eat? Oh, I'm full. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it eased the process of having to start the game off by raising intelligence just by being a wizard, but that was just one ring. Then the second, and third, and fourth. But by the time I had, like, 4 of those rings and still didn't have anything else, yeah, I mean, something was freaking messed up, man. And still no wizardry, still no good utilities. Wizardry is going to stop being useful very soon, too. You know, once I get Necromutation to where I like it, you know, to the minimum acceptable, it's only going to take another 3 or 4 levels. Well, I guess that's only true for a debuff. For an octopus, it could take longer since everything is 0. So just to clue you guys in what I'm talking about, I'm going to keep raising my fire and conjurations and spellcasting naturally, because that's how I deal damage. So Firestorm is going to go from it works to it works well, it works better, it works better. I'm going to, while I don't have any direct incentive to, it is natural to raise necromancy a little bit more and transmutations a little bit more. And once they go from being barely castable, it isn't a huge trip to say, oh, it's no problem, you'll be fine. Oh, you guys are perfect. White imps are not very happy when I use fire. And this is the fun part about being a Vehumet worshipper, is he's effectively giving me a couple mana back every time I get a kill. So I still have very good mana despite the fact that I've been casting constantly. And now I get a crystal ball and oh, critical failure. Let's hide and channel. Okay, that's an acceptable margin for channel. And now we'll crystal ball again. That was a confuse, that was a confuse, that was an intelligence drain, and that was a mana gain. I'm seriously having some terrible luck with my attempts. Okay, statistically speaking, I'm gonna get ice-related stuff inside there. An ice ring and maybe an ice cloak or something, or an ice weapon. None of which I really want. But also, practically speaking, there's almost no chance of me dying in here. Unless I come across fiends and play stupidly. I still have Poison Cloud to counteract their ice clouds. I still have everything I need, so let's just take this on. I'm also going to ditch all my potions at the door so that they don't break, and then choose specific potions to take with me. 4 curing so that I will have the ability to cure. and 1 brilliance in case I want to start firestorming, but you know, the thing about brilliance is it adds 6 to my int, so it can suddenly turn my spellcasting into something reliable. Where's my staff of fire? Let's just pound these things. They're not worth spells. This is actually a very narrow hallway. I'm more than a little concerned. Simulacra are brilliant. They're vulnerable to fire, which is nice. I mean, which is understandable seeing as to how they look like they would melt. Okay, where the hell are these enemies disappearing to? Ice guy. Totally gonna blast you with fire. And same. Fireball is either totally hungerless or so close that it's the same thing. So I have no compunction spamming it. I do have my dig spell, so I can always undo the narrowness of these corridors. But right now I rather like the linear nature. It makes it harder for them to surround me. Ooh, that's an... Oh, nice. These are both really nice items. Neither of them core items to, you know, what I'm trying to build up to in the long run. But both excellent items in their own right. An extra cure mutation, especially at the border of where I'm casting spells that might get me mutated. I'm going to recharge the Wand of Hasting, even though I technically would use it less than the Wand of Teleport, because quite frankly I have a stack of teleport scrolls still, so odds are good that I will never run out of teleport scrolls before I end up making the switch over to never needing to use scrolls again and having excess recharging. Oh, I can swim in deep water. I don't need to though. And again, same logic of not wanting to get flanked. As long as I can keep this linear, I rather would. Oh, sweet. Valmet is refunding me on killing these guys. I just assumed it would be like summons where you don't get credit, but I guess if I'm getting experience. Simulacra can't be worth that much experience, though. I mean, they are kind of weak. I guess maybe they're glass cannons. I'm going to use dig on that wall to give me room to fireball. Come on. Okay, so overall, I was expecting dogs, bears, and the like, polar bears, and ice beasts. I was not expecting this many simulacra, which leads me to believe this is a themed ice cave around that theme. Ooh, a new staff. Not one that I particularly need or care for, but, you know, I'm happy to take it out of here with me. Kind of as a souvenir. Assuming I have the inventory space when I pick all my potions up again. The reason I dropped all my potions is so they wouldn't get shattered. The risk involved in doing so, of course, is that now I can't take any other exit but that one. So I'm setting myself up to win or lose badly. This has almost never been an issue for me in these places, so, you know. But I wonder what this is. Confusion. The reason I'm using identify scrolls on them is, at this point, they're just as likely to be good utility wands or target on enemy wands. But the enemies I'm likely to run into can resist their effects, so I would rather just waste an identify scroll and get my answer right away. Also, if it turns out to be a very valuable wand, like heal wounds or teleport, well, then my identify scroll is worth a charge. And let's look at my... I have like 9 ID scrolls in my stack alone right now. Not to mention at least a couple more littered throughout the dungeon. Which I've either been too judicious or too lazy to go pick up. Whichever term offends you less. Okay, there we go. It's an ice fiend. Certainly nothing to sneeze at. Dangerous guy. In fact, I would like to firestorm him, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to wield the Staff of Wizardry. And then we're going to attempt to firestorm. It failed. Okay, no harm, no foul. We're going to back up far enough that I can get a second shot. Wow, he tormented me. Okay, second fail. Time to teleport. That hurt a lot. I don't know whether or not it's worth blinking, to be honest with you right now. It's definitely worth curing. This is why I carried the cure potions with me. I didn't want to be without any ability to self-cure. I'll take a third shot with Firestorm right now. Hopefully get one of them. And he's at low enough health that maybe I can end him. Okay. I managed to get out, and the Firestorm's residual clouds plus the vortexes, something has managed to get a kill. Which is great, because if all of that had gone to waste, I wouldn't have been that upset, but knowing that my fight will be much easier when I go there again is kind of reassuring. I really would like a wand of healing, or something I can use to get more heal potential, because I have very little right now. Okay, let's make my way back to where I had that fight. The torment is really what made that fight go south so fast, and that's part of why being a lich is so nice. You can't be tormented in lich form. Okay, I have made it, and there is one ring and one amulet. Oh, and an artifact. Okay, I would call this worth it. The ring is useless, the amulet is useless, the staff is useless. That's not what I wanted to get rid of. Where's the useless ring? Life protection. The reason I'm calling life protection useless is because I'm going to have lich form active as my endgame plan. So sooner or later, I'm going to have RN+++ constantly on, obviating the need for me to carry a ring that does anything like that. So really, this cave, all of the goodies were front stacked with that potion of mutation and of cure mutation, sorry, and the wand of awesome. Let's get out of Elven Halls. Let's blast everything on the way out of Elven Halls. Oh, I don't have... This would have been a great time to use Iron Shot, because that guy's either poison immune or so resistant he might as well be. But he's also just a summon, so just getting out ahead of him is good enough. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did this vault come from? And truthfully, who really cares? Do I go downstairs or do I blink? I vote for blink. All the most dangerous orcs are on the inside there anyway. And distributed poison will make short work of everything here. Okay, but you know, you gotta hit the target that I'm shooting at 3 times. God damn it. Yeah, I could have gone upstairs, but I would have just taken a bunch of damage and then had to fight the fight in separate parts. Blinking meant that I was going to end up on the outside of that clusterfuck, and all of the dangerous orcs, the knight and the warrior, were already adjacent to me. So... yeah, that was totally an obvious move. Okay, let's just finish scuppering everything else here. Looks good. And exploration time. Ho. Burninate, 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 burninate. Similar to killing things is to burninate. Okay. Let's keep going up, because... well, this is interesting. Apparently there was much of the Orcish mines that I could have searched. Oh. If I can get a touch on these guys, I get credit for killing them. And firestorming totally counts as a touch. Of course, you'll notice that my spell hunger just, you know, ate me. Auto pickup, good. Okay, let's get out of here. Drop the potion of cure mutation where it's not likely to break. Actually, where's the temple? Just take me to the temple. I can't be that far from it right now. There are very few items for which I would ever take this level of caution. Potion of cure mutation is totally one of them. Also, wasn't there an early unique I didn't kill? Pykel was on D4. Ah well, who cares? D4 is nothing. So, let's see. Where to next? Where to next? Where to next? Where to next? Oh, I was in the middle of the Elven Halls, and I just got sidetracked by this whole fetch quest storage deal. And I instinctively activated Lich form, completely forgetting that I had decided not to. How bad is its fail, by the way? It's down to 20%. That's actually very reasonable. But yeah, let's let both of these things hit 14 and 15% and then see how it goes. Because once it's down to 10%, I'm comfortable. I would say that I'm able to call the if I flip the coin wrong, I can do it again and then again, and there's only a 1 in 1,000 chance I can't keep Lich form active to help me deal with its negative side effects of the miscast. So I won't get mutated. I might get abyssed, and that will suck, but I can deal with it. Okay, that's good. Let's rip this flesh off your bones. Keep the swiftness active. There we go. And just my generic strategy of always raising the dead is clearly in play. God, being an Octolich is awesome. Can't wait for that stage. Okay, last floor. Notice that control blink, that any blink or teleport control is disabled here. So, owie. But at the same time, who really cares? It's, if I shouldn't be weak enough that that's a concern. The real concern for me is being abyssed, and that's always going to be a problem. It's very important for me to be building up an army as I go. Magic mapping or not? I have several magic maps. It's not a bad idea to map this floor, but by the looks of it, I'm just randomly going the correct way anyway, so it's not like a particular benefit. I'm very hopeful that I will get in a good artifact ring down here. I have several that would be nice, but I am particularly interested in something that will boost my spellcasting abilities. Fine. Drop the apple. Take the lemon. Just trade so that I can keep moving. God damn it. Okay, just eat the snozzcupper. Damn it, you're nauseated. It's so irritating. Let's drop... Shit, I don't know. The agility potions. Now there's a meat ration. I'm just gonna wait here until I can eat it. There you go. Eat it off the floor. If I'm still relying on foodstuffs much after this dungeon... Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Let's begin by quaffing brilliance. And that should drop my miscasts really low. Lich form, that should remove the hunger. And we're just going to kill everything we can. My mana is doing fine, and I'm just going to keep firestorming the hell out of these guys. That Tormentor would be able to cut my HP in half every turn, but because I'm in Lich form, he can't touch me. That was lucky. I'm going to attempt to channel, or to get mana from the crystal ball. I think it failed. Yeah, it failed. Let's try again. Succeeded. Okay, good. Firestorm. Let's see. No, fuck the sea ball. Let's just keep blasting. I'm getting mana back by killing 2, so it's not just bravado here. I don't know if that will hit me or not. I think this might hit me. Yeah, it'll hit me. Fuck that. I don't want to hit myself. That won't hit me. And that will kill a crawling corpse. Notice that the mini fire vortexes are acting as butterflies, in that they're blocking any potential attack or abyssal banishment beams in a freeform manner. And this is all because I have a Potion of Brilliance on board, which is temporarily giving me this massive, massive boost to all my spellcasting abilities. It's like having an extra wizardry on top of my wizardry staff. It's also not going to last forever. And notice it also boosts my intelligence, like, just flat. So that's nice, too. And, again, utilizing the crystal ball, I still have full mana despite how much shit I've done. This would be a good time to begin skeletonizing the corpses so that they don't pull that same trick off. Because I would not want to fight an army of skeletons. Or zombies, I guess. No, if I did, it would be the exact same technique, but... yeah. Okay. The period of brilliance is gone, but Necromutation has leveled up enough that it is now 12% fail. And I said that at 10% I would be good. 12% is close enough. I'm going to start going into permanent lich mode. Though I will say that that Potion of Brilliance was the exact right time, right move. I'm so glad I thought to use it, because I would totally have forgotten just as easily. And it just turned what would have been a drawn-out, multi-part fight into a single, you can't stop me, I can spam this shit. Oh wow, that's a unique scythe. And there we go, a nice large stack of rings, several of them artifact. Well, and by several I mean one, but you know, that's kind of like several. Let's drop all this useless food I've accumulated and start IDing stuff. Oh, it's a manual. The only kind of book that is actually still very relevant. I can probably start removing the Ring of Poison Resistance at this point, since I should be in Lich form most of the time. And it's a manual of dodging. Oh my god, dodging is a very valuable skill for me. I can totally use this. Let's lose the Staff of Energy. I shouldn't be relying on that for hunger reduction anymore. That's a nice generic booster, including a strength booster. It will be nice to replace my current ring with that. There's the Ring of Wizardry I wanted. And there's a Ring of See Invisible that isn't Dex -5 associated. Wow, this actually has given me a lot of, you know, average stuff, because admittedly not all of this stuff is game-breaking, but also given me one thing I really wanted, which was the Ring of Wizardry. Ditch that. Let's put on that Ring of Wizardry now. I already took off the poison ring, right? Okay, that's why I have the room. So it's 12 and 9, and if I wield the Staff of Wizardry, and if I don't wield the Staff of Wizardry, it's 12 and 13. So I don't really need to double up. It's barely helping. Protection from magic is not worth a ring slot. I'm not going to keep that book, since I'm never going to use it. Ooh, artifact ring. RF int +4. I wanted an int booster, I got an int booster. And it's paired with a resistance. Remember how I said a double resist ring would be nice? There we go. Let's put this where my strength booster is and see how I deal with it. Pretty well, actually. I'm actually debating whether or not to put the strength booster on again, because the int +1 is still there. Let's see how that fits over my magical power. It's okay. I'm not convinced that either is the right or wrong decision. I already have RF, so RC++ MR is a really nice set, and that's the dagger. But Staff of Channeling is just much more utility. And I'm using my staff hand really avidly. I can ditch the Staff of Wizardry now. It's not going to see much more use. Apportation is... Wait, is this the Party Tricks book? Hang on, I just gotta show off. That's the 4th Party Tricks book I found. One for each spell. Hallelujah. All told, though, this is some really nice loot. Some Have I missed any rings? Did I forget to identify a ring? No, okay. I've got this generic booster ring with evade plus and strength plus dex plus. The accuracy -2 doesn't affect spells. Which I think if I stick that on, I can lose my evade +4 ring and my strength +3 ring quite happily. Certainly if I have a generic strength ring, now's the time to replace it, so... Strength +3 and +1. Let's see how I deal with 1 less strength. No problem. Okay, and once I lose all my food, I'm going to need even less strength. Other characters I would still say, well, you kind of want to wear better armor, so you still need some strength. No, but this guy doesn't even wear armor. I mean, the shit that I have to carry is all consumables, really. Okay, so where are we at now? Item-wise, or spell-wise. 8%, 10%, that's a really, really good set of fail margins. And that's thanks to the Wizardry Ring, which I guess is more powerful than the Wizardry Staff. Necromancy is already over 15. Transmutations is getting there. I'm willing to put the brakes on those for the time being, so let's drop Necromancy. I will eventually want to use spellcasting to raise my MP to maximum. For the time being, I've changed my mind. I would rather have the full 50 and take the risk of progressive stat drain. So I will drop the sustainabilities for the time being. Also, I have like several restore abilities available to me. I have 2 Royal Jellies, 2 restore abilities, so, you know, I have options. Let's lose a bunch of remove curse scrolls as usual. They tend to accumulate, don't they? Oh, there's another side of the treasure. See, now that's what I call a treasure. A lot of stuff that you actually want, some stuff that you kinda like, but, you know, whatever, you were willing to wait, but hey, if you're gonna give it to me, I'll take it. That's a good, that's nice. I don't want to deal in plain decks. They're just not valuable enough to beat my spells. Once transmutation hits 15, I'll see where I stand with necromutation. For the time being, Octo-Lich is into house. Incidentally, I'm pretty sure I just failed to cast. Success! And this means that I can spam channel without using up any hunger status at all. And also have the ball of energy available for massive boosts. Being a lich, it's always dangerous to go around without clarity, but I have found an amulet of clarity, which doubles up as helping with my ball. Overall, this whole run just took a big turn for the positive, and oh, there's more of this floor that I haven't finished searching yet, so let's finish up. There we go. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.